two.
Hi, I'm Joe, and welcome to Joe's Kitchen, America's favorite non-Gordon Ramsay affiliated cooking show. With the 4th of July and election season coming up, we know there's only one thing on everyone's mind: the perfect American-themed snacks to make your seasonal celebration a success. This first dish that we're starting with will take the chill out of any summer's night. It's a nice Founding Fathers soup. Let's start the soup by adding our Constitution. Now, a lot of people think that using the Articles of Confederation in place of the Constitution is a good substitute. But in reality, it is far too weak, and your soup will come out bland. Now, we'll add our executive, judicial, and legislative branches to the soup. Now make sure you add equal amounts because you don't want one overpowering the next. Now we just add a dash of hypocrisy. And we're cooking. Now just let simmer and take in the great smells. Now George Washington wouldn't let this anywhere near parties, but what did that old fart know? Our next dish is an Andrew Jackson trail mix. Our first ingredient, tears. Put them in. Well, our next ingredient is veto power. Now this is powerful stuff, so use it sparingly. Ooh, yikes! Let's see how that turns out. Now, we'll go to a shattered national bank for our third ingredient. See, just really destroy it. Okay, there we go. Add that in there. And just a dash of blood of the British. Mix it up. And there you go. Andrew Jackson trail mix. A great summer drink is William Henry Harrison's hard cider. Now this recipe is super easy. First, take your hard cider. Yeah, get plenty of it in there. There we go. Now, add just a splash of Dirty Campaign. There we go. And here's just a lethal amount of pneumonia. Now let's put our lid on. Shake it up. These won't last long. A great light snack is an Abraham Lincoln popcorn, and it brings fond memories of the theater to all. I already went ahead and popped my popcorn, but if you'd like instruction, just get your bag of popping kernels, get your buttered pot, and just pour the bag in. Make sure all kernels are emancipated from the bag as you cook them. Now we're going to pour the popcorn into the bowl. Make sure all of your popcorn stays in the bowl. Seriously, just keep the popcorn unified in the bowl at all costs. I mean all. A cheese plate is always a big hit at parties, and my personal favorite is Woodrow Wilson's 14 cheese platter. And of course you can't forget the League of Crackers at its head. What? Did someone just say that they want to take some of the items off of this 14 cheese platter? Well, all true Americans know that when it comes to the 14 cheese platter, it's all or it is nothing. And I guess it doesn't have to be nothing. Woodrow Wilson's 14 cheese platter was a good idea, but I guess it just didn't work out. While we're at getting rid of things, I just went ahead and got rid of the Herbert Hoover coleslaw because damn, no one likes it. Now let's take a little break from the cooking to talk about the overall well-being of your party. Is your party a little depressing? Well, FDR's programs will create greater participation in your party. And some Germans just started a fight outside. This excitement will bring your party out of its depression for sure. And your party will have never been better. Now let's use Reagan's technique for a perfect and equal pour. If we just pour this into one glass, it will trickle down into the next glasses, creating a perfect equilibrium across the cups. Now isn't that just lovely? It would take voodoo to clean that up. Now don't think we forgot about the current presidential candidates. Now let's start with a Bernie salad. Our leafy green will be the money of the top 10% of the top 1% who have all the wealth. And of course, we'll have some free college too. Let's mix that in there nice and good. And our dressing will be the adoration of youth. Now isn't that an appetizing salad? Now for a Hillary salad, we want to make an imitation Bernie salad, but instead of using Adoration of the Youth as a dressing, we'll use the Adoration of Goldman Sachs as a dressing. Looks pretty similar, huh? Doesn't taste very good. Now are you ready for some Trump cake for dessert? First, in a large bowl, take some dog poop. Well really, it could be any kind of poop. Stinkier the better. But I like to use dog poop. Now get your self-tanner. Squirt that in. Now let's mix in the coal. Have my coal over here. The dirtier it burns, the better. Now let's get our Islamophobia, mix it in. Xenophobia. Misogyny. And a big mouth. Hold the brain. Now let's mix those ingredients together and we're gonna put them in the oven under constant media spotlight to let it grow. Now let's take our Trump cake out of the oven. Well, isn't that something? Now let's go enjoy the great taste of this even greater country.